Okay.
can like taste it, but the Renaissance Festival is the food is amazing. They go from gyros to sausage on a stick. Like they have, it's just
Oh,
it's
that
wonderful.
sounds like something I like to do.
And you can dress up, you can dress down, and then they have Renfest at night. Like there are no children allowed. They have
Oh,
campgrounds.
Oh, you know what that means.
yeah.
I've never been for that very
Like
purpose
that.
because you know
That sounds
a
like
lot
right
of
up my
times
alley.
a lot of
That also sounds like cue the saxophone music.
I mean, it's campgrounds, and you looking at people who have tents and RVs and
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
get drunk and
That's it.
do the things they did during the Renaissance. You know,
Oh,
hey,
everything they did during the Renaissance.
everything they did during the Renaissance, except for the cutting off of the heads, which I'm
Oh,
sure
thank God for
no.
that.
if they could get away with it, they probably figure out a way to do that.
Because if
But
they
that's
did,
it.
that would stain. That would definitely stain.
That's a conversation for another day, because you know, but it's pretty fun. It's the last time I went, I was like 2 months from popping Dawn out. So I was wobbling around this huge compound. But it was fun. It was fun. There at night, there are a lot of dark corners and
That sounds like
dark
fun.
alleyways.
Dark corners.
Not dark corners and alleyways. I'm the person that be like, okay, don't go that way. The light is this way. But it's really fun. They have shows. They have they have all of these shops. So when I saw your sword, I was like, oh, that is so awesome, because they have shops with swords. They have chalices where you can buy chalices, jewelry, clothing. So if you go out there, you're like, man, it's too hot for what I have on. You can pop into one of these little stores, buy you some sheer material or whatever you like. Go to the bathrooms, hook it up, and
They
then go about
got
your
samurai
business.
swords down there, Deanna.
Yes, they do.
Oh my God, I might have to
Yes, they
drive
do.
down there. Oh my God.
They have different, and a lot of these people, this is their profession. Like they go from different medieval to Renaissance, like they do different festivals. You have some people that a lot of these, like when you hold these swords, you can feel the quality, like they're extremely heavy. And then they tell you, they let you test them out to see if you can wield it. They have them made for women, for men, because there's a different style in the sword and how it's made based on the gender that wields it. They also, and they'll tell you this is what this was used for these things, and this was used for these things. They even have I think they do reenactments too. I've never been able to see one of those, but the chalices are the ones that get to me. And then they have what other kind of swords do they have? They have, oh, it's so much, but it's wonderful. I go to see the costumes, because you have people like, actually they have the synthetic ears put on.
Oh wow.
They have, and then they have the jewelry that you can buy that starts here and goes all the way around, those jewelry pieces. It's wonderful. It's the best time to go is when it first starts, because you have everybody named mama trying to get out there on other kind of days. And then, but there's so many, like they have a map. Like you actually have to, you take the map and you look at it and you're like, okay, let me map my way through, because it's different. Each area has a different theme. So you'll have like the medieval, you'll have the Renaissance, you'll have the section with the fairies and the wizards, you'll have druids, you have like it's awesome. It's like a big kid's greatest dream ever.
Right up my alley.
All right, now that she got that out of her system,
Okay, because she was excited.
she was excited, having one of them Antonio moments. Yeah, excited about it. Yes, she likes that kind of stuff. She's a big old kid. Simplify to multiply is what we're talking about today.
Let's do it.
Personal finances. And I'm missing somebody on it. Doesn't make sense. It just literally, anyway. So here we go. Hold on. Gonna make me delay. You're gonna miss information. I wouldn't miss this one here. That move that way over there or cut it off. Just cut it off. Let's see. The problem is you all are needing money. Yes, make sure I got the right crowd. Outstanding.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Say
sir.
needing
You
it
got
or
the right
eating?
one, baby.
Needing money. Some
Oh, okay.
of you are eating your money. That's for sure. Some of you, Adonia, by the way, I've started sending you things. You're gonna get a bunch of emails from me. You got one right now. You know what they are about. I've already started executing. Sister Adonia, the great, what is she? She's not a deacon catcher. She's something. Yeah, she said, thank you. Okay. All right, then. Good. Already starting to sin. The problem is y'all need money. The other problem is you don't really know how to make money. You know how to earn money, but you don't know how to make money. And that's a huge issue. The reason why the issue is huge is because people who earn money are poor or middle class. People who generate money control 96% of this world's income. So how do I get you to generate money? And how do I get you to somehow respect that what I'm getting ready to say to you is going to be maybe the most important thing for you moving forward? We'll see if I am able of such giftedness. We will see. If you are someone who is living check to check, this is for you. If you are someone who is one medical emergency away from going bankrupt, this is for you. If you thought about filing bankruptcy in the last 2 or 3 months, this is for you. If you're not leveraging your credit to maximum power, this is for you. If you have maximum credit but aren't leveraging it, Adonia, you get it? Law, crazy people. You understand? You crazy people. If you got the 800 credit scores, but you're not using the 800 credit scores, makes no sense. There you go. Makes no sense. Because, well, we'll talk about that. But someone like Law can easily become a credit partner and multi-family unit his way to wealth without ever lifting a muscle.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. That's the goal. That's how you do it. It's just this is what these things are. This is how they look. Ali is gonna call me out. So 840 credits go. She panics when it drops to 830. Oh my God, it's an 830. She called him. Can y'all remove this inquiry? Come on, between me and you, y'all can remove it. We get ready to talk about all of this today. Write this down and give you your roadmap. We're going to talk about how to create a 10. This is all finances. I have to simplify what you're doing so you can make some freaking money. We're going to create what the hell you're doing into 10 words. No, you should. It went down to 821. That's just because she just ran it. Yeah. Stupid 821. If you had food stamps, you'll be a keeper. 821 and some food stamps. Can't let her go. Well, you need food stamps in California. Everybody needs food stamps in California. How to shorten time to make sales. Y'all can thank Sheena for a lot of this. How to make 2 big ticket sales a week. How to have a small ticket sale introduce that big ticket sale. Yes, y'all could take this class from Grace, Deanna, and Sheena. That's why this stuff is very specific.
Oh, you understood what I said, Alana?
Yes, it was
Okay.
weird, but I understood it. How to sell 20 small ticket sales a week. How to create predictable revenue so you can scale your dreams. How to create a product, comma, sell that product, comma, and turn that product into a program. How to create a
Amen.
product. There you go. That's like that was law of speed there. How to create that product, sell that product, and create that product into a program. And then how to flip the switch to never have to ask these questions again. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, and there's one more. And how to create pricing for my products.
Can you repeat the create, sell? and-
How to create, sell, and create a program from the seller. There you go. Outstanding. Outstanding. Adonia, the things you're getting in your email are they just wonderful. It's just a blessing. You'll see. It's just a blessing. Just a blessing. All righty. Does this please the audience?
Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely.
for the note
Yes,
taker,
it does.
for the note taker, could you do the last two titles you said?
Yes, that is how to create pricing for your products, and then how to flip the switch on and never have to ask this question again. You put some spices up in there. You could have put some sugar spices up in there. Yeah, gonna put a little sugar spice up in there. I want some of sugar spices in my tea. Y'all let Sugar know. I'm putting her spices in my tea. I mean, inside of that, put some rum in it. So I'm gonna take the spices, the all natural vegan spices, or vegan rum, and I'm not even sure if rum could be vegan. I'm not sure which one. Oh yeah,
The Lord will make a way.
Says our resident vegan. Yes, vegan rum. I'm like, this is vegan vodka I am drinking. There's no meat or dairy in this vodka. Absolutely. All righty. Anything else that you all are dying or living to achieve? This covers the bases, right? Outstanding. Let's start. I actually gave them in the order because that's a practical order. Fair enough?
Yes.
Let me give you a goal first. The goal is to learn what I'm about to say, apply what I'm about to say, and then take that into hard income producing assets, because there's nothing that I've listed that is a hard income producing asset. Just because it's in your program doesn't mean it needs to stay in your program. The goal is to take all monies. That's what the old Baptist folks say. All monies. And then put them into hard income producing assets. Lots of definitions have to proceed. So let me give you definitions up front. Hard income producing assets are something you can walk into, pick up, or throw. Even as software as a service is a hard income producing asset, because you can literally walk into it and play around with it. And of course, income producing is self-explanatory. In there, I also told you at the beginning, 10-word phrase. You know this as elevator pitch, but it's not. Well, you know what? If you know it as elevator pitch, please keep it. Please keep it. but it's not that simple. But keep that because at least you know more than not knowing it. We're going to call this 10-word phrase our verbal validation. That's what we're going to call this 10-word phrase. Verbal validation. The reason being, so I'm going to define and explain. Reason being is because if you can't with confidence tell me what you do, I will not buy from you. Remember, if you cannot with confidence tell me what you do, I will not buy from you. You may not think you need this part, but I can assure you, you do, because everyone is always looking for a reason not to buy. And the moment they sense fear of any kind, you're not going to be who they spend their money with. I'm sorry. Oops. It's just not going to happen. More definitions. What is a big ticket sale? We're going to go with $500 and up for this audience. For this audience. For this audience. Now I'm interested to see what does Google say a big ticket sale is. So let's see. I'm interested to see. Move this thing. Hold on. High floating. There we go. What? There we go. What is a big ticket sale? A big ticket item works. What's a big ticket item? Let's see what Google says. Yes. Don't worry about where I'm at, Google. Item costs more than most people can afford. All right, yeah, from a single paycheck or two. Yeah, so yeah. It means an item that costs more than what most people can afford from a single paycheck or two. That's spot on. $500 is spot on. If you don't think $500 is a lot, then I got a car with a $500 car note that you can have right now. A month. We'll see if you change your mind after 12 months. We'll see.
You got another 280Z.
For real. Something like it for sure. So we got it, right? We're in good business here. We're in good business. Outstanding. So that's that. So what's a small ticket item? It is something that people can afford pretty easily. Thank you from a T. It now tastes like armpits.
Missing a little rum.
Missing a little rum. That's what I'm missing. And then let's see, lead to big ticket sales from predictable revenue. Let's define that. Money that comes so consistently, it can be tracked, counted, and scaled. Money that comes so consistently that it can be tracked, counted, and scaled. You cannot grow what you cannot see.
Amen.
You cannot grow what you cannot see. You got me? And I believe those are the end of our definitions here. Let me see. Yeah, that's the end. Good. So now we're all on the same page. When I bring up these words, we now know what big ticket means. Cool. Big ticket means, damn, Antonio, 547, that's a lot. That's what big ticket means. That's gonna, I might have to split that up. No, you can't split up. It's one-time payment. You right. Something like that. Okay, cool. Outstanding. 10-word sales. 10-word phrase. Here's how you create your 10-word phrase. You're going to identify what you do. It's going to be random. Do me a favor, just for one moment, all you multitaskers, just don't multitask for about 2 minutes and you can go back to multitasking. Because if you don't get this, the rest of the conversation is mute. The rest of the conversation doesn't matter. Because you can have all these things in order, but if you can't confidently express to your client, customer, prospect what you're doing, you can't sell them. This is how you come up with your 10-word phrase. You're going to take everything that you do and you're going to put it into one word. Just one word. Don't make it two. If you have to make it two, you got to hyphenate it into one word. That's what a hyphen does, by the way. You're going to see a random list of words because you all are random. Why are you random? Because you built your company around what you love, which is not what I would tell you to do. I would never advise you to build your company around what you love. I wouldn't. You're not going to make money that way. Sorry. As when you write those words down, somebody's like, what the hell would you advise, Antonio? I'm about to bring it up. When you write those words down, you're going to see a bunch of randomness. They're not random. They are your soul's roadmap. Because when you give me what you do, I need to feel it from your soul. Yes, question. Got a question. I hope y'all wrote that down.
So we're just writing down random words that describe what we do.
For right now, yes.
Got it.
That don't mean these random words would make it into your phrase, but the energy from these random words will. It's the energy that I'm concerned with. Because in order to do your 10-word phrase, I'm gonna need to feel that. Because I'm not buying from somebody who is scared of me. Did that make sense, Jerome? I feel like I made sense. That made some sense. Okay, good. After you write down these random words, you're going to then look at the energy of, write all this down. You're going to look at the energy of those words, the commonality of those words, the theme of those words. I'll have to define that in a second. And what those words mean to you of those words. By theme, I'm not talking about professional speaker theme or some definitional theme. I'm talking about feel. The Jewish rabbi, the atheist gardener, the Islamic grocer, how you say grocery person? Grocer person, I have no idea. Grocer, I guess so. I don't know. The Islamic person that does groceries that you walk into the store. And the witch that participates in every full moon ceremony have a lot of things in common. We call those themes. They've been hurt. They've been happy. They understand pain. They understand the loss of a breakup, the loss of love, and the fear of death. Those are themes. Do you understand? It doesn't matter if I share your creed or your religion. You know what it feels like to get punched in the chest. Therefore, I can get on this call right now and I can say, has someone ever hurt you? And everybody will go, you got doggone right. As a matter of fact, because no matter how human you are and how many times you divided up this human experience into many different experiences, we come back to the same themes. That's what I mean by the theme of these words. Because your audience is probably not going to share the same beliefs. All right, Grace, did you write all that down?
Yes.
recap that for us. Just the last, like, to write your 10-word phrase, you need to do
Okay.
these things. Recap it so everybody can get it.
All right, to create your 10-word phrase, identify what you do and put it into one word. When you see those words, they're going to be a bunch of randomness, but it's not randomness, it's your soul's roadmap. It won't be the words may not make it into your 10-word phrase, but the energy from your random words will. And after you write down the random words, look at the energy, commonality, theme of the words, and what the words mean to you.
Outstanding. Well scripted, Grace. The last step you do is forget everything I just said. And recognize, while that was brilliant and correct, it ain't have a damn thing to do with your audience. Not one thing. Yes. Yes. That's why I would never advise y'all to build a business after your heart and dreams. I would tell you to build a business after your customers' heart and dreams. I would never tell you. That's why y'all 10-word phrase is so hard to come up with, because you built the company after your own liking. So take everything I just said and forget it. You're going to need it. We're coming back to it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put yourself in your customer's shoes. And I don't want your avatar. This is when everybody said, the perfect customer. Forget your avatar. I want you to talk to your most vindictive, hateful, hardest to reach customer. I want you to become them. Because if you can talk to them, I didn't say convince them. I said, see, Jerome's starting to get it. If you can talk to them, then your statement works for everybody. So I want you now to forget everything we said.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Stop. You're telling me to do just the opposite of what I do in order to do what I need to do in order to be rich.
That's
and
correct.
I'm sitting there going, I'm gonna slap him because that's what I do. And then you telling me, now if you do all that I just told you to do, forget all that. And now you need to do this. Oh, I'm gonna slap you. I just want you to know I'm gonna slap
That's
you.
about right. That's about right. No, it's accurate. That's absolutely accurate, because you know too much. That's actually your problem. You know what I'm saying? That's your problem. You know too much. But you know so much about you, but don't know a single thing about your customer. That's kind of what we're trying to get across. You feel me? That's what we're trying to eliminate these problems. So now I want you to go to your hater customer. You got them. I know everybody love you, but trust me, there's some folk that don't love you enough to buy from you. All right. They probably got your same last name and bloodline. All right. Just so we clear. Law knows some folk every year of his life who still ain't bought from him yet.
Show up on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of graced the stage with many a celebrity, still a fraud.
Yeah.
I still ain't gonna buy from him.
He said yes.
It's gonna fall. 45 years from now. See, I told you. Soon as he retire, I told you it would go work. Exactly.
I won't even tell him. I'll just say I'm gonna FaceTime you from the Maldives.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
There you go.
That's what you do. So put yourself in and I'm not talking about a hater. I'm talking about the person who just they're probably not going to buy from you, but you need to clearly communicate to them what you do. Like, the way Phil will understand this in the subtle takeaway method. You need to clearly communicate. Well, you know what, Grace, this may not be the opportunity for you. So when you're serious about changing the quality of your life,
That's it.
here's my name, here's my number, give me a call. And that kind of energy is what I'm talking about. That subtle takeaway. And trust me, Antonio says all the time, this is not the opportunity for you. Yeah, I don't need your money. look forward to saying that every chance I get. I do. Oh, I promise you I do. Now that you got there, I want you to communicate to them clearly what they need to hear you do to take you seriously. Did y'all get that? In my case, see, my 10-word statement is really mostly to the person who I need to convince I'm really good. So by the time you hear it and you're actually my customer, you're like, that's genius. I know, because I had to sharpen myself on this hater. This makes a lot of sense if you receive me. Think about it. Now, you're finally fit to hear everybody here knows my 10-word phrase, but now when you hear it to this lens, you're gonna be like, you know what? I can see how you talking to somebody who don't believe in you. I make profitable clients more profitable. Think about that. Think about it. I'm saying, but I don't know what you're doing, Tony. Well, you know what? Hey, Jackie, I make profitable clients more profitable. I'm not telling you to be negative. I'm telling you to sharpen your axe on the negative. So every time it comes out as concentrated light. That's why you're going to bring back up what I told you to. There you go. Okay, somebody just sent me theirs. Okay, that's good. Let's see. You want to read it out loud? Okay, hold on. All right, so what we're going to do is everybody take what I said, and for the rest of let's take 1 minute. You got 1 minute. Take 1 minute to throw out your 10-word statements. Worry not. It's not going to come out. It probably won't come out perfect the first time.
I'm ready.
You're ready. All right, go ahead, Law. Let me hear it.
I transfer mine so people can transform their pocket as well as their money.
All right, good. So then what I would say, that's good. I would just make that more, that's how I would do. I don't know a word for that. I transform pockets. No, I transform minds. Forget the so they can transform, because that sounds like I was trying to explain to you what I was doing. I would never explain to you what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I do. Okay. I transform minds and transform pockets. And then I have a swag statement right after that. I transform minds and transform pockets. And transform bank accounts, something like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll just be like, bam, you hear me? Now you can work on that last part. Or you could just say, I transform minds and pockets. And people then will make up slogans about you.
Now I like that better. It does sound a little more like me. I transfer mine to pockets. Just
That
leave
is.
it right there and just walk
Just leave
away.
right there.
Yeah,
That
I like
is.
that. Okay, I
See
like
it?
that.
Can
That
you
shortens it
see?
even more.
It shortens it even more. Can you see how I'm not, while addressing the hater, it's positive. Because I want you to think about somebody who's saying, Law, you're a phony. Listen here. I transform mine in pockets and walk off.
Antonio,
Yes, sir.
this is for Law. Law, when you make that statement, you gotta tip the glasses just a little bit.
That's it.
And when you finish, put it back. I can see you doing that, Law. And they're gonna say, wait a minute, who the
Tell
hell?
them how to do it, Rome. Tell them how to do
Thank
it.
you, Ron. Thank you, Ron.
There you go. So I won't go through everybody's, but I gave you your blueprint. If you don't like that, find a way you like. But I don't tell me what you do. I'm your customer. If you convince the person who's not your customer, well, maybe then it's automatically going to work with me, your customer. Again, this is not, at no point am I entertaining negative energy.
I got mine.
You got yours. See, I'm not entertaining negative energy. But if you don't learn how to sharpen your axe on the negative energy, then you can't convince me I'm the leader you're looking for.
Antonio, can it be 7
ma'am.
words? Can it be
Yes,
7 words?
as long as it's
Okay.
10 or less. As long
Okay.
as it's 10 or less. 'Cause if
Alright.
if it take you too much time to tell me what you do, you don't know what you do.
I got mine. I just wrote
Okay.
it.
Let me
I
hear it.
create legacies with the written word.
That is perfect. That came out perfect
I
the
like that.
first time. That
Come
was
on, Renee.
perfect. Yeah.
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 It just came right beside the door and I said, that's it. That's it.
See, so you on stage, man, Renee, man, I knew you in high school, baby. I create legacies with the written words.
And that's always something I would say.
You get it? You got your, how can you, how you, it's something you said a long time ago. You got to have that Kanye confidence. You do. You got to have that Kanye confidence about what you do. Even if you're like Sheena and Deanna, and you got that softness about you, right? And you're not confrontational. I'm not telling you be confrontational. I'm telling you, even soft is a giant.
Mm-hmm.
Soft don't mean shrink. Beta don't mean break down.
Watch it.
You know, beta gives birth.
Come on.
I ain't never seen an alpha male give birth.
No.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
So do not despise or shrink your beta-ness for all you beta women out there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not telling you, right? But, you know, alpha male, if alpha male had to give birth, it'd be 2 babies out here, just 2. And they was high on PCP when they conceived. We would never. I am not doing it. You mess up my body, you crazy. I mess up my body. All right, go ahead, Grace. You want to give hers? That is exactly what we would say.
God bless. I make dreams realities.
That's it. Now hold on. Are you? I'm gonna put some more swag on it. That's fire. Can I put some more swag on it? Okay. I make dreams realities. Now, what's our angle here? Are we talking about sales? Do you generate leads? Which one do you do? Are you a closer? Because I make dreams realities by closing. It's fire. I make dreams realities by lead generation or through lead generation.
Wow.
Something. It's not that I make dreams reality wasn't good. That was great. But now I need you to spin it to you. Disney World make dreams realities, but they can't close my sales.
Okay.
Well, I am trying to teach y'all today. Go ahead, come on. Which one is it?
Oh, it could be something in between.
I was thinking in the mindset of when I talk to people every day about what it is they want to do, and I share what ATS, how ATS can help them get
You
there.
close it.
Okay.
You close it. That is. I make dreams realities by closing sales.
I know.
Like, listen. Why would I buy from you? I'm looking for a closer. Well, how much you charge, Grace? $5,000 is my upfront fee. 30% on sales. What's your closing rate? 90%. Checks in the bank. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because you're talking about closing. All right, everybody gets it. You can work on your own. Hold on, let's take yours. Go ahead, Deanna.
I connect you to your healing from the inside out.
That is good. So let's travel this road, because there's a few people I could think of that have this same energy. Healing, coaching. And I could think of Sheena, Tracy. Tracy just sent the email or something about Oh no, it was yesterday's conversation. It was yesterday. It was a field one-on-one coaching. It was yesterday. She wants to take the speaking to this level, right? Jaquita does the same thing. So this, I want to tackle this because it's like 6 people in the community that got the same energy.
Help me, please.
Oh, my.
Got my pen.
She said she got a pen and paper ready. Say it again for me so I get back in the energy. Oh, you muted.
I connect you to your healing from the inside out.
All right, I got a private message too. I connect you to your healing from the inside out. I like this connect you because I can see where you're going. You're saying, baby, you got to heal yourself. I am the energy that invites you to heal yourself through methods. I get that. So we're going to keep this. I connect you to your healing. Closing is the game. Your dream is reality. That's me talking to you, Grace. I'm talking to you. All right, let's see. I connect you to your healing from the inside out. It's that last part. It don't say to me how cold you are. I connect you to your healing. See that in itself?
Mm-hmm. I can leave it at that.
The sentence that from the inside out, that prepositional phrase adds no value to that sentence. It modifies the sentence, but it doesn't add value to that sentence. Kind of the same thing I was doing with law, right? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't add value. From is a preposition, from the inside out, out is a preposition. And those are, they don't add, like, I connect you to your healing.
Mhm.
From the inside out could have been in parentheses, like it doesn't add anything into that sentence. I connect you to your healing. Oh, okay. So Deanna, what do you do? Well, I connect you to your healing. That's actually perfect, but we need an adjective in front of connect.
Okay.
You know what the adjective is? I don't mean to insult you, but I went all the way to college. It had no idea what an adjective was.
Right.
I kid you not. I don't know what the hell they did to me in public school, but I could not sentence diagram. I struggled learning Greek because I didn't know English.
No, that's probably all of them.
They gave that's probably all of it. I did not know English whatsoever. They gave us 7 books. It said 4 of them recommended. So I only, to save money, Margie, I went and bought the 3 that they tell me I need to buy. Only for the professor to say, you need to go get them other 4 books that teach you English.
Well, in college, Antonio, my professor wanted me to take foreign language. I said, well, I don't even know how to speak good English, so I can't.
Exactly.
So they gave me to read the history of Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, I did not know English. I didn't know now I can point out prepositions and nouns, all sorts of stuff. I used to. Well, I could teach English. I got so many English hours, but an adjective is something that modifies a noun. Just so we're clear on the same page. She says connect. In this case, connect is being used as a verb. It is action. And we need to modify this action. I connect you to your healing. So what we need to do is we need to modify, either connect, the action there is moving but not strong, or we need to modify the noun, which is your. So this is how my brain, well, this is how any brain will work. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I was gonna also ask if anyone who has any ideas on that, I don't mind the feedback.
Fair enough. Any feedback is more than welcome. But since I know, like Queen Chi just logged on it, all y'all got this same problem. You know what I'm saying? Me and Sheena was talking about this morning. All y'all got this same problem. How do healers explain themselves? Because it's almost hard to explain what you do. How do you explain the metaphysics?
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's difficult to say, come to me so I can heal you. Because you can't act like Antonio and say, come to me, I'll heal you. because healers don't act that way. So you can't have the bravado of Antonio, but you do need to have the confidence of Antonio. Like, I permanently connect you. See what I just did to that sentence now?
Oh.
I
Building in it, like the word building in it.
that's completely preferential. If you put building in it, it's going to absolutely change the sentence completely around, because building as a noun is a structure, building as a verb is an action. And are you connecting me to the action? Or are you connecting me to become a building? That literally change. Once you understand, say it again, Archie.
What is the outcome? Are you connecting you to the healing so you can live a more fulfilling life? So you can live out the purpose? So you can be a productive individual?
No, it's a very good question, but I can't answer it. Only you can answer that. And all of you, I'm pausing right here because I can understand source in this conversation, because I was on the phone at 6 a.m. talking about something similar to this with Sheena. This month, I had Jaquita send me goals she wants for the rest of the year on the same energy. Adonia is a healer. Like, there's so many different people here who need this conversation. And how do all you coaches explain how when they come to you, you provide healing? I've got answers, but I'm withholding them so you can walk yourself through this so it can actually be memorable. Arshia has a very good point. You're connecting me to healing for what purpose? Let's hear you talk.
Thank you, Arshia, because there's two different aspects, because framework connects you to your inner healing as far as your being. The herbs connect you to your and it's not just herbs anymore, it's all around. Just how you eat connects you to your health as far as the healing of your health, like eating to heal yourself. Do I need help?
No, you don't. No,
Oh,
you don't need help. None of y'all need help with this. None of y'all need help with this. What y'all need is bravado with this. This is your problem. It is how Antonio acts. That loud ass confidence, you know. You know, this is what you don't need help. What you need is to stand up for yourself, because these are 10 words. You can't 10 words in humility. How are you going to take 43 years of your life? How are you going to take the light? Here's the 10 words about Jesus: the death, burial, resurrection. That's bragging.
Yes.
Hey, so what was Jesus? The light of the world. Do you understand?
The way, the truth, and the light. That's it.
You get it? The bread of life, the rose of Sharon. Like, anytime you describe Jesus, who is indescribable for most of you, it is not humble. You don't condense the light and be timid with it.
Watch yourself.
You don't need, you understand? You don't need help. You need to stand on your, I incarnated for this reason. Don't play me. This is what you need. You get it? Okay, I'm gonna let you come back. Let me get Adonia first. Was that Adrian? Adrian, then Adonia. No, you good. Adrian, no, go ahead. I paused here because this is obviously much needed. Look how the whole conversation stopped. Wait a minute, Antonio. Go ahead, Adrian. You go ahead.
I just always wanted to know, because I worked on 10 words for a long time, but the way that you just said it earlier, that's why I was confused at first. But then when you said forget it, I was like, okay.
Oh,
right.
Fair enough.
Right. I was like, wait, I've been working on it. Like Mr. Phil brought it up I think it was like a year ago when we did something like this in the beginning of the Dominant Speakers Bureau.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping keeping crooked things straight by understanding self and others.
That's perfect. There's nothing about that needs to be changed.
Okay, no,
Yeah, yeah.
when
There's
you were
nothing
saying
about that
it,
needs
and
to
I
be
was like, well,
changed.
I think it's 10. Like, cause I remember the first time I said it, like I used to say a lot of things. And my problem was I had so many things that I wanted to say about everything. But then one day I was sitting in church and I heard something about that's what we do. You know, we make the crooked straight. And I was like, oh God. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, you know, so it's been something, but I've been trying to break it down even more. And I used to say something about making things straight.
So I'm glad
But-
you said that. I got two 10-word statements. I got the business side and the esoteric side. The esoteric side is so simple. I teach people everything is perfect.
Sir.
That's it. The words shout for me. I don't need to, you know what I'm saying? But when Adrian stand up and say, I make crooked things straight, that's bold.
Yes.
The bravado on her to say
Sure.
that, oh, so you the one that was called to make crooked things straight. This is what y'all need. You understand? That's why I say that stuff is perfect. You don't be humble about the light.
And Antonio.
Yes, sir. We lost you, Ibrahim.
Law's got one too. She's got.
There you go.
I said Law's got one too. Like she said, I make crooked things straight. Law's got one. I make straight things gay.
Too funny. Come on, I know you.
Okay, here's my
Yeah.
I got a lot
bring
of
your
words.
struggles. I'll help you.
I got a lot of words, but nobody wants to hear it because the words, let me tell you the words and then here's my question. So I got those little happy stuff: encourage, inspire, change, up level, reset, recharge, Bob. Okay. I know, I see your face. I already know. But here's my real issue. I was broken and I looked on the outside to fix my inside. And there's a lot of us that are broken. I had to learn that my brokenness was me. I didn't like me. And nobody wants to hear that crap. Nobody, oh, you don't like you, so I'm gonna fix you. No, that's not what they want to hear. So that's my struggle. I learned about me with all the wrong things that I did, the relationships, because I was looking for them to make me whole. And I realized my inside was broken and I had the equipment that needed to put it together. And those are the people that I'm seeking. They're leaders and they're just challenged women in most cases, because it'll be women that I will attract. Now, do you see where my confusion? I know what I'm trying to do, but nobody wants to hear you broken. I'm gonna fix you. You broken. Nobody wants to hear that crap.
Yeah, they do. Did y'all hear how passionate she got once she got real with it?
Yeah.
I help broken people be gracefully broken.
Watch yourself.
Oh, wait, say that again.
I help broken people become gracefully broken.
The front door. I might be able to work with that.
Yeah, or you just that's the foundation, and you just keep flipping it. You know, I help broken people become whole. You know what I'm saying? You keep flipping it, and you keep flipping it, and you keep flipping. Let me show it to me. But that's where you go, because she got very passionate about, I was broken and I was looking for other people to fix me. I help broken people. See, you don't need to fix brokenness. And there's no power in fixing what is broken. There's power in putting, like the ancient Chinese dude, putting the gold molding in the brokenness. There's power in knowing until you're broken, you can't be approachable.
Wow. I have to sit with it, because I still think the word broken is negative. People like, I'm gonna raise my hand and say, yeah, I'm broken. Come fix me. Nobody wants to say that crap. I mean, I didn't know. See, here's the thing. I didn't know I was broken until I broke. And when I say I broke, I was in pieces. I broke. And then I realized, you fool, You the only one that can get the glue and put them damn pieces back together to fix it.
I was gonna say, Adonia, you can't be fixed unless you are broken.
Ooh, he said, I didn't know I was broken until I broke. There is something there, Adonia. Wait a minute. There's something there. That's a book. That is, write that
That's
down.
a keynote too. My
Text
God.
it to that. Text that to her. That's a
Book,
flagship
keynote,
program.
t-shirt.
Oh, that's another flagship program. That's something. There's something there. I didn't know I was broken until I broke. Ooh, there is something there. I don't know what's there, but I'm telling you, it's something there. You know, it's how they say it, Jerome, in your faith. I don't know what I'm looking at, but Lord, my eyes are on you. I don't know what to do, but my eyes are on you. That is good. That is good. Now that's fire. Let me think about that for a second. Let me get to before it was Queen T. Somebody had Yolanda. It was Yolanda.
Thank you, everybody.
No, you good. I didn't know I was broken until I broke. She down here and did a keynote, didn't you? Lord have mercy. All right, Yolanda, let me catch you before they make you take your headphones off.
I'm actually not gonna say anything because after that, I think I'm supposed to listen. I was gonna say something, but I think I just need to listen.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Jasim said to me, they working out, but what about this? I fix your past so you don't worry about your future. That's perfect. There's nothing wrong with that. That's bold. You get it? That's the light. You can't be a secret agent with the light.
Listen.
Don't nobody know it's the light. You in darkness, looking like darkness. That's no. Come on, y'all. I know the protagonist of All Y'all Faith was humble, but not the way the protagonist of All Y'all Faith was described.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one of the things that I can't say bothers me, I don't know the word to put there because I guess it's interesting because I know that I am. I know that I am light. What interests me is when it shows up around people, they question it. I understand that part and I get that part. They see that it's something that they need. However, they push it away and yet cry as they leave. I am not forceful. I never have been, and I was told not to be. However, there are things that must come forth, but how do you do that if your grain, like you just said, you've been used to being humble about it?
Yeah, that's your problem. That it was all in your question and everything. Here's the problem with. I'm gonna answer your question by talking about me because I'd rather cut me, Tracy, than cut y'all. I am incredibly humble, but I'll be damned if you think that my humbleness is gonna come off as weakness. Now, I have no problem you believing I am weak. I have no problem helping you believe that I am weak. I have a problem receiving your perception and becoming weak. This is my problem. This is my problem. I don't mind that you think I'm weak. That's probably part of my plan. And if I know it benefits me to help you think that, I might keep that up. 48 laws of power. It's all good to me. But to take what you see about me and become that, nah, I'm not doing that. So I have the confidence to go to the cross and not complain. The confidence that I will be resurrected, and the humility not to brag about it. Somebody missed what I just said.
No, bro, you better go on and keep it pushing. You better walk in that room, put your shoulders back, damn it. Walk it. Walk it. Come on.
I get that.
Yeah, I've got no problem being walked on. But I have a major problem being a doormat.
Facts.
I was walked on because I lowered myself in this situation so I could be exalted by something greater than me. But I'm not going to be no doormat. These are not the same things. It's not the same energy, Jerome. It's not. It's not the same
Antonio.
energy. Yes, sir.
A doormat has no option but to be walked on. That's the difference.
That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Y'all better speak in this place.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna need this recorded later.
Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it comes down to the fact that, like, don't let my humility take away my option to be confident. It's both.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't tell me what you do with this weakness of humility. Be strong and then be humble about being strong. But don't pass off your weakness as humbleness. That's not the same thing.
Right, because weak I am not.
Well, that's why,
that was one of the things.
That's why it says meek and humble. It's, you know what I'm saying? Or humble, if I'm in, meek and humble is what you know what I'm saying. Meek and humble is what is said. Meek has a different meaning. It's what I perfectly said it. I've got the confidence to go to the cross, the confidence that I will be resurrected, and the humility not to brag about it.
Yeah.
I don't brag about my faith. Yeah,
Can you put that in the chat? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
First time I ever said it out.
I need that on my mirror, on my forehead.
Man, I got the confidence to go to the cross, the confidence I will be resurrected, and the humility not to brag about it. It's as simple as that. Like, that's a different energy. You know what I'm saying? All right, come on, Queen Chi. Come on, Queen Chi. There we go. All them C's and K's was in there. Q sounds and all that stuff. What's happening?
Okay, in there.
I know the Queen got the QK, there's the sound, the phonetic of it.
Okay. It's Galveston Public Schools. It's okay.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Okay, so thank you for this conversation because it is definitely needed and necessary. I wanted to go back to Adonia, and Ms. Adonia, what she was saying. I am in complete agreement that
yes, Ibrahim said he can't recognize you without your crown. Who is this person?
Okay, I'll fix that in a second.
Yes.
Alpha women, leadership women do not want to hear you broken, right? So completely understand that. But when she said that power statement, if I saw that on something or I heard her say, I didn't know I was broken until I broke. And then she went into the experience of what that experience was like the key points of how does she identify being broken, and then she broke. Me reading that copy would make me identify with her as a leader, as an alpha woman, as a person of strength, and see myself in her and want to connect with her to move from the place that I am to where she's taking me. But yeah, just seeing the words, you broken, you need to be fixed. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to hear that, because everybody depend on us. So we can't be broken and need to be fixed, because we fixing everybody else. And you can't be out here no punk in the streets looking like you ain't got it together for real.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
Especially alpha women. You're already under attack. You already see. No, I'm glad you said that, and we're gonna let Adonia respond, because I was struggling with some. Yes. I was struggling with something because I was like, man, that's how Adonia the broken. And then she was like, well, I don't nobody want to hear that. And she said it, and I missed it the first time. When she said it the second time, I was like, you know what, you're right. Yeah. When she said it the second time, she said it with more passion. So I was struggling between how do I take the word broken out, because she's right, and plus she's right because she feels that way about it, and then fix it. But then Queen Chi just made me realize something talking. Like, this is Antonio. I'm not telling you what y'all should do. I'm telling you, Antonio is bold. If someone, if I was Adonia, and if I had this light Adonia has, go put on that crown, because we didn't. That was your representative. That was your that was her body double. So when you assassinate, the queen, you hit the body double. That's what that is. That's what that was. I believe this is what I would say. This is me. If someone, and this is weird, it doesn't make no sense. But if someone was to say, so Antonio, so Adonia Antonio, that's her name. So Adonia Antonio, what do you do? I didn't know I was broken until I broke. I would literally say that power statement as what I do. And it makes no sense, but all the sense, because I'm genuinely being me. I know that statement has a massive effect, and I am answering your question. What do you do, Antonio? I did not know I was broken until I broke. That's what I do. Wow, that's amazing. Yep, I teach people that.
The thing I love Queen said is a lot of us, and I will admit I'm an alpha, probably too alpha at some point, but
that's not that much of an admission, but you can keep on going.
But
we all knew that.
I don't wear that as a badge of honor. I wear that as a shield for protection, because when you're broken and you blame your brokenness on all the outside things, is their fault, his fault, whatever fault. When I realized it wasn't other people's fault, it was me. I didn't love me, and I played victim, and so on and so on and so on. So here's what I know about leaders, people that are leaders. We broken too, because we got a title. We go around bossing people, making it seem like we know stuff, and we really don't, because we go home to our mess and our brokenness at home. We don't see it. So I can maybe, because what she said to me, it really hit me. And not just females, but females, I think, who will attract men don't want to really hear it the way that, I feel it. But that's my belief. But my also belief is they're not in a place where they can admit they're broken, because we got to stand, in our titles. So everything she said really, really focuses and helps me and directs me, because I believe exactly what she said. There are many broken, but they're not going to admit it until someone maybe like me or similar to them shows I'm broken, but we can be okay. So I got a lot out of what she said. Queen, I love you for that. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, there's a power in there somewhere. You hear me? Somewhere in there is, look how it lit the conversation on fire. Yes, sir.
There are so many books on how to make a marriage work, how to make a relationship work, written by people who are seemingly perfect. But, one of the best-selling ones, or three of the best-selling ones actually, are by Steve Harvey. He's written multiple books on how to make a marriage work, and 3 of his marriages didn't. So it might seem ironic, but actually, if there's anyone who should be talking about it, it's him. Because he doesn't come from this idealist perspective. He comes from a realistic perspective. He makes it relatable, and relatability is so important Because 90% of self-help or helping others is just getting them past that one or two things they need to admit about themselves.
That's absolutely a great observation. Great observation. Of course, I agree, because I'm not much of an idealist. It seems like it because I'm a dreamer, but I'm a pragmatist and a practical, for sure. I can agree with that for sure. Not Ibrahim, Sheena. Okay, Ken, then Sheena. Go ahead, Ken.
Hey, you know why I say you would be a great speaker to preachers in men's conference? Because if you come in there in the men's conference and you tell me straight up you ain't shit, you my man. Because when y'all talk about, I heard what Queen Chi said, and the fixers needs to be fixed too.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you have transparency, because Steve Harvey, yeah, he made some mistakes, but what I see is that you come to me clean and raw and transparent and tell me, hey man, look, I ain't shit. I made some mistakes too. And I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna say it like Denzel, my nigga.
100%, no.
Because it makes sense. Now you got my attention. Now we can talk. Because we're not wearing any fakeness, oh man, I'm a bishop and I got 3 members and I ain't trying to hear all of that. My dog got 3 puppies. So
yeah.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty. So when, that's why I like you, because you come as you. You're not faking. You're not trying to be somebody. And that's what I want to hear. Because if I want to come to you and tell you, vent to you, you're going to drink your scotch, smoke your cigar, and you're going to listen. And then at the end of the conversation, I can relate and say, you know what, Antonio, I ain't shit neither.
That's it. Yeah, that's 100%. And we done that. With kids, I don't change off camera. It's the same thing. The same look, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I like that. Sheena, you ready? She might have one of them people in the room trying to help out. Okay, let me get Dolores first, and then we'll come back to Sheena. Go ahead, Dolores. I know she got something to say. She came off YouTube.
Great morning. Yeah, I just wanted to know a little bit more. Yes, I know this is really good because it's helping. So, help me pop what I do. The helping businesses connect to their potential. Give me some of your words that you would use.
Okay. I got questions now because helping businesses connect to their potential is good. See, and let me just say this as a parenthesis here. I'm not telling you how to find the perfect words. I'm telling you to perfectly communicate your light. If this is what you is, this is what you is. You understand? When I say I ain't shit, anybody raw and real go, that's the light I was looking for right there. I'm looking for that one, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is now, can Dolores go that and say that in front of the women's ministry? Probably not. Should you do it? Probably so. You probably should. But, I've got the bravado that many people are missing. Questions, Dolores. And then we get to Sheena. What is potential as you see they need it? Not what's potential to you.
Okay.
What's potential as they need it? Like, what are they missing? Because you're clearly the connector there. What are they missing?
Growth from one level to the next dimension.
Okay, so what's a dimension now? No, I get it. I'm not. What's a dimension? Like, how are we using dimension here? Are we using it? Because you didn't say grow from one level to the next level. You said dimension. So you got some energy on that. You got other things on it. So how are you using this thing as dimension?
I guess finding the resources and the systems to make your business or your ministry go to the next level.
All right, fair enough. So let's see. So your original statement that you're having fixed, I just posted in the chat so I can see it. Helping businesses connect to their potential. And you're saying now that you're very resource focused for them because you're attempting to make them self-autonomous. That I don't even know, that's I can sustain. I got my own ecosphere. I can sustain myself. I grow the garden, I pick the garden, I eat the garden, I replant the garden. I don't need to go to the store. I'm autonomous. You know, I run myself. Good. I'm a cell phone that never dies. I'm autonomous. I don't need a plug. How important is autonomy for you to create in your clients?
It's probably the number one goal.
Okay, so it's good. So now we're getting somewhere now, right? So now we're going to switch these words for people to be self-reliant, but through her, because they clearly can't do it themselves. That's why I'm at the table. So helping businesses to their potential, helping businesses, and this now you can wordsmith this, but I'm gonna get you closer.
Okay.
Connect to self-autonomy, helping businesses become self-autonomous, helping businesses become resources and not businesses.
Okay.
Any of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, like this is now, I got more questions now because I want to go at a sharper angle.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming these are Christian businesses, yes?
It doesn't have to be.
Okay, all right, then. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. That eliminates the question I had.
Mhm.
Well, then, therefore, then I don't have any changes to make then. Because if it was, I would have said, you know, because the Christians like to hear light of the community, light of the world, you know, something, you know. But if that's not the case, then you
Any
don't have
entrepreneur.
to. Okay, yeah. See, she don't have to narrow herself.
Right.
She can. I help. Dolores, what do you do? Well, I help businesses become self-autonomous. And most people want to understand that word, right? Well, that's why I changed it to the other one. I help businesses become a resource instead of a business.
Okay.
I like that one the most. I'm not telling you that's the one, but I'm telling you if you play with that foundation, you will find the one for you.
All right.
But can you see how?
Hey, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
The opposite of autonomous would be something like dependent. So one could say I free businesses from whatever limits them, or I free businesses from their dependencies.
Yeah. Ooh. That last one was killer. That last one was I free businesses from their dependencies and make them a resource, or make them resource, or to be honest with you, I free businesses from the dependencies is strong on its own.
Hey, Antonio, can a person
Yes,
be a
ma'am.
conduit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In this case,
Isn't
that's
that
what
what you're
Dolores
doing?
is being. Yep, absolutely.
A conduit?
The thing that connects the electricity to the building, you know. Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. And in this case, Dolores, Sheena, and Deanna are all acting as conduits in this case, and Adonia. But see, Adonia is a conduit for broken people who don't want to be called broken.
Right.
There's a lot of energy right now. Adonia has the best. Actually, I may have accidentally said, I may accidentally, hey, what do you do? Well, I am the conduit for broken people who don't want to be called broken.
Okay.
That's hot in itself.
That is hot.
That came up by accident. That's hot in itself. Like, since you don't want to address the issue, hit the issue head on.
Adonia, I just see the Potter in all of this. I see the Potter.
That's
My
fair.
Lord.
That's completely fair. That's
Antonio.
completely fair. Yes, sir.
I found a wordplay and phrase for something, but I don't know if this is someone's service, but someone who is a conduit can say, I'm a conduit who helps you see that you can do it.
Oh, that is good. The conduit, that's a wordplay to help you see that you can do it.
Wow.
Abraham, get yourself right now. Get yourself. Get yourself.
That is good. That is good. That is good. But don't you ever relieve, Adonia, yourself from the statement, I did not know I was broken until I broke. I am telling you, I know you got a flagship program already. Ain't nothing wrong with having two. Or maybe that's how you in your, Les Brown. You have something special. You have greatness in you. I didn't know I was broken until I broke. Hey everybody, my name is Adonia Dixon.
That's it.
I know that's right.
I'm feeling
that's
that.
right.
I feel it every time even you say it. I feel in my blood, I feel my veins in heart pumping faster. I feel that pain, but I'm so proud because I don't live there no more. I can talk myself out of crazy in seconds. But it took me years to get there. As soon as I try to go negative, because I like, oh, for real, you're gonna go there? And it snaps me quickly back to where I need to be.
Fair enough. No, fair enough for sure. And here's the deal. Feels type for you. In that statement, I didn't know I was broken until I broke.
Right.
Implies I ain't there no more.
Right.
It's in the statement. It needs no explanation. It's completely in past tense. It's completely in past tense. It needs no explanation. But I know what? Remember I was talking about themes earlier?
Yeah.
I know every Jewish person on this call feels that. Every Muslim person on this call feels that. I know there's atheists on this call that feels that. You know what I'm saying? You cannot not feel that. That's real. That's real because I don't know about y'all. I got days to where I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. And I don't mean that as no metaphor.
Yeah.
I mean, I slowly, day by day, cooked myself into negativity. I looked up and didn't even like myself, was disgusted at me. And you broken when you disgust yourself at the sight of yourself.
Jesus, and that bitch start talking back to you.
You understand?
Lies, bitch. You see what we do it is doing. Oh my God.
Yes. Is Sheena still here? Did she disconnect? She probably coming back. I know she got that spotty internet. Queen Chi, I think you wanted to say something. I know you sent me. Is this your statement? I'm gonna save it if it is, and we're gonna work on it. I haven't even read it yet.
I was asking about it. So you probably would need to read it.
I empower her. Okay. I'm going to I'm gonna post this out in the public for everybody so y'all can see it. This is how it's not empower her. Right. And here's the deal: if she keeps it, she only have to say it that way. She can say I empower, and then that it just be how it's said. You know what I'm saying? How it's spelled. Or she can keep it that way. It's both and. Most things are both and, y'all. You can let me prove before we get to the statement. Let me prove to you how both and works. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start a tech company. Really? Yeah. What you gonna call it? Google. That is dumb as hell. Until now, Google is a whole verb, adjective, and a noun. Because if you win, you was right. If you win, you was right. Google is a really dumb name. I don't even know what it means. The only two people know what it means is the two people who just Googled it right when I said something. That's it. Don't nobody know. All right. I empower leaders to command everything within. So she bows to nothing without. I would put without. I would play with that.
I wanted to put without, but I was like, I don't know if that makes sense because without says it doesn't necessarily mean with. I'm thinking without, like outside of yourself. But most people might read that and be like, without what?
Well, then take away within, and the whole sentence makes complete sense now. Watch.
Okay.
It has the same wordplay when I take away within. Yep.
And everything.
That's right. Look, when I take away within, your statement is perfect now. Yep. Look at it. Read out loud. Don't catch that or don't you?
Oh, I know that's
ahead.
right.
Okay. So
no, you gotta read it out loud.
Oh, okay. I empower leaders to command everything, so she bows to nothing.
That's right. Now
Oh.
the only thing wrong there is your case and number aren't matching.
I don't know what that means.
It's called adjectival concord.
Oh, I got you.
Told you. Yeah.
And everything. So
She, leaders and she aren't
Yeah,
matching.
I know that.
Case,
Okay,
number,
but I need to make a point that just in case you missed the empower, we talking to women. I was trying to have not
Okay.
to say women, but still say women.
Well, then keep that, because for 3 reasons. For one, when you win, people gonna be like, "Girl, that was incredible." Winning changes people's perception of you, right? 2, that it makes sense with the empower her, so you might have to say that out loud. And 3, you can do what the hell you want because that's your light capture because you're very passionate about it. You're very passionate about it. But I tell you what, that is perfect as is. This, I'm sorry for y'all. I haven't said the phrase adjectival concord since 2014, maybe 13.
You just had to go just super big. I love it though, geek to geek. But you just could have been like, these two don't match.
That is it's not my fault. They put that in it. They had to, and you can't, when you do theology, there's no multiple choice. You have to write and everything. So I picked a writing degree.
I think if he would have had his glass of scotch, he would have caught it cheap.
That is true. I need some scotch. Good. We pretty solid right here, right? Y'all get it. People got it. We didn't even get to do our agenda. Y'all. That's when you poll your audience.
The agenda.
This was the agenda. Well, I talked to Sheena this morning. I talked to Deanna this morning, and I talked to Grace this morning. That's why that was first. I had polled 3 people in the community.
And I talked to God this morning. So that was funny. I talked to God this morning about the same thing. So you was right on point. So it looked like we'll have another one tomorrow.
Come on, hey, I've been talking to God for 2 days, okay?
You understand?
2 days.
Last week I was trying to find this old self of mine, this person, and they start talking. And I'm thinking, well, put it together so that it makes sense. And you just made it make sense. Amen.
Yeah. Well, it was what happens. So I just got this. It's this podcast that reached like 2 million people. 2 million. The one that I had the interview for. Is that one the one of 2 million, or is that another one? That's why y'all need to have Deanna book all y'all podcasts. But anyway, we'll come back to that later. I think it's like 2 million people, whatever it is, and you got to interview just before you get on.
Bless God. Yesterday, following that energy, I followed up on all those things that you guys have been sending. I thank you so much because I did. I did both of them. Both of them, and the Success Fest thing too.
That's good. That's why I wanted to share. Actually, I just got another one. Just email me. I get a lot of emails. I shared this labor free. Yeah, yeah. Right, because it's got 2 million people, and ain't nobody trying to put no dummy in front of 2 million people. Get up there, 2 million people. I go, put peroxide in you, get rid of corona. We got to get rid of this. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast is over. Yes. Here's another one, but hold on, let me see if I can get y'all. Let me see if they ask me. I get a lot of, let me see, the largest and most influential tech event in Africa, Africa Tech Festival, is back with a bang. Let me look at it. Let me blow it up. We can read this together, y'all. And if it applies, I will share it out there. All y'all can apply. It's September 11th through the 22nd in Cape Town. Oh, that's what I meant. In Cape Town. And then, did you know you can still attend a renowned thing? Book my. Oh, see, I get these free things because of. Anyway, don't worry about it. Sorry, this may not apply to y'all. But you know what? Maybe view the list on the sponsors. I might be here. You know what? I think I'm gonna be here. Never mind. This don't apply to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. I thought it did. But the Success Fest does. And I'm sure they're going to interview you. Like some of this stuff, y'all, they interview you and then they'll have it to where you don't know, you got to pay like $90, $200 or something or whatever, right? Sometimes it's like that. And I get it. What it is people offsetting their expenses, and I don't freaking blame them. Let me just tell you, there's ain't nothing wrong with offsetting your expenses. That's for sure. So I've got no problem with this. There's another guy, for to get Sheena since you just lob back in. There's another guy. He's got a big shirt. He masters in lead generation. He used to work for Russell Brunson. Now he got so big he started his own. And I saw a new advertiser about it. I'm about to pay for it. But anyway, and he had a big shirt on that said, it was a pig, and it said capitalist pig. Which makes sense. If they're mad at capitalist pigs, you might as well embody that energy and catch that energy. Now, that's not going to work for Susan, Phil, and myself, but some of y'all like that stuff. Some of y'all like that stuff. So some of y'all, there's no problem now, okay? Sheena, you had your hand up earlier. Let's go back and take your time. Let's dissect it. And y'all could thank Sheena for this particular conversation because it was her at 6 a.m. talking about it.
Thanks, Sheena.
Yay, you have the crown on. My Wi-Fi is really sketchy today, so I might be choppy. I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me. Like you've been pausing this whole time.
Yeah, you just got choppy.
Can you hear me?
Okay. We can hear you though. You talk. You got to talk it or text it. I'll take either one. And you froze, or did I freeze?
Okay. I don't like texting, so I'll try to talk.
Okay, go ahead. We'll get what we can.
Okay. So when I introduce myself, people ask me, huh? People ask me what I do, and I typically just start out the conversation, I'm a witch, and it goes one of three ways. I'm really excited to meet you. It's all teary. I've been waiting for you. 2, absolute terror. You going to hell and you're not taking me with you. You need to leave the rest right now, please. Or 3, just deep curiosity. Like, what exactly does that mean? And on the third one and the first one, I can continue on to say, and a good one or a good one. And what I do is I heal healers. I do other stuff, but for the most part, my program is called Healing the Healers. So all of those people that y'all were talking about and Queen She were mentioning earlier, the women, the men who carry the brunt of everything, who fear breaking and fear being broken. I provide a place where they can come to and be that without judgment until we can fix it. Because you don't have to have all of the craziness go on in your life just because you have everybody else's craziness. It can be well managed, and it can actually be a blissful experience being the person that takes care of everybody. But we just have to learn how to do that, and I help people learn how to do that, other than, being a witch. But it starts the conversation, and it lets me know who I will and will not help anyway.
I can assure you, if Phil was a witch, he would start off every conversation like that, just to have that trifurcated reaction.
Yes, always one of the 3.
Yes, he'll do that just to get that reaction. I've seen him do a keynote and rip a teddy bear apart. So that is right up his alley, that humor stuff for sure. And it's not negative energy, it's just that dividing the crowd, right? Now that I got your attention, I feel so
right.
That's actually pretty good. You may want to keep starting off like that. That's pretty good. How can we say all that great stuff you said, like Antonio? Like if we've got plenty of one-on-one conversations. And you know me, I'll be like, if I was you, I would say that with which energy you call it, right? I would say it with that energy. So how do you say that with the same energy? It's not that it needs to be fixed. Somebody else just messaged me and I said, it needs minor work, but good doesn't brag enough. This is where we brag, not the bragging that is looked down upon. Because when you can pull it off, are you bragging? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not bragging when you know you started Humor Consultants. This is facts. Sorry if that offended you. It's not bragging when Phil and Susan say, well, we don't coach, we connote. We do consulting and coaching. That's not different. That's not unique. That's their light, which is always different and unique. So how do we get it to where you put your foot down and say, this is who I am, ain't no sense in discussing it. And that's the energy that I want you all to come up with your 10 phrase with. It needs to have this silent, this is not up for discussion. There needs to have that behind it. And then it's perfectly contacting your light. It's not rude, but you shouldn't be explaining how you are the light of the world.
Watch it.
Or let me switch that word. You shouldn't be defending why you are the light of the world. You will need to explain it to your disciples, but you shouldn't. If you're the light, you're the light. It is what it is. And let me just talk to you Christians just for a moment. Y'all are so humble, but your Jesus left the wilderness without a meal, went home for God's sake. Home, Queen Chi, home, not to the church you in now, that backwoods church. They wouldn't let you chew gum in the parking lot. You know what I'm talking about. That when they serve refreshments, it was that nasty juice and them hard cookies. Two for $1 cookie. You know what I'm talking about. That nasty little juice. That church, Jesus went home and said, oh, by the way, this scripture y'all been bragging about for generations, today, I'm your guy. You've been praying for me, I showed up. That is incredibly braggadocious. Incredibly. And here's the deal. The text clearly says, and the crowd was amazed. I'm gonna need that energy.
Can I say this?
Yes, ma'am.
It's tremendously in this space. I couldn't catch it.
Kid got one. It is perfect. It is perfect. Kid says, I help you get your money, man. And that is perfect. That needs no explanation. Go ahead, Sasha.
Exactly. One of the things I wanted to be able to say right here in that space that you was just talking about, with Jesus coming and saying what he had to say. There is something that happens when, like, misunderstood. And seeing, oh my God, it's like, okay, you're not allowed here, but we can't make you get out, but we're going to say so many things or do so many things to make you feel uncomfortable. It just made me think about when I would go for those refreshments and meals and stuff. Either they would have the reaction of just moving back, and that made me feel so uncomfortable because they're like, move because she's coming, move out her way. And I don't want people to do that or have that type of reaction, but you can't stop it. You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
they would
I
make
sure
sure
do.
that you get, they would make sure that you get everything that you want. Okay, here. And it's, which means that it makes me feel uncomfortable because it makes me feel like they're feeling uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And
fair enough.
They would come and say things like, okay, we know that you know what's happening in my life. Can you just tell me? It's not that simple. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense.
That's what be happening.
But yeah, you can't control people's perception So this is a hard statement to parse here. So it's easy for me to say, hard for y'all to parse. So I'll help you. I can't control your programming of me, but I can control your perception of me. Your perception of me is my responsibility. Your programming of me that you filtered through your perception, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with me.
I got that.
I can't help that you see a black man with dreads a certain way before I got here. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's programming.
Yeah.
That's programming. And it's not, I'm never going to change that. But once we begin a dialogue,
which also deals with power.
There you go. How you perceive me now is up to me. And when I walk the room, how you feel after I left the room is who I am. It is only through the eyes of others do we perceive ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So now I'm giving back to him all the praise he's worthy of, because I've been forgiven, and that's why. Come on now.
That's it. That's it. 100. 100.
My praise on him like oil. You better go ahead, Mr.
you got to think about it this way. If we didn't care about perception, like everybody in the pandemic had on dressed up tops, drawers on the bottom, and get on Zoom. Like everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
Made up faces, no makeup on the bottom.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. Yeah, everybody. So we honor and respect other people's perception, but we don't have to like get bent out of shape about it. You feel me? I'm gonna get bent out of shape about it. Okay, let's get ready to wrap this up. And we won't have film school today, not because I'm canceling. I'm gonna give y'all one more week since Renee was the only one to turn in her homework.
Yes! Yes! Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
I did get your homework. Yes, I did get your homework. And shout out to Prophet Jen for pushing you, right?
Hey, let me tell you.
Yes.
I've been quiet all day enjoying this meeting, but I've been on her. I told her, look, you need to get your get your shit together.
He didn't say that part though.
I know. Hey, sometimes
you got to do. I told her about the book. I told her about the film, and it's to the point that she's on it. She's on it, and I'm.
That makes a word is a word. No, I feel you. A word is a word. You just got to make sure you don't offend your audience. Think about it this way. God cares about what you said, not how you said. Now, I'll give you an example for this. In Dolores' Bible, which is the only Bible that exists, the rest of your Bibles is fake.
Yeah.
In Dolores' Bible, Rahab lied her way into heaven.
She sure did.
So we just had to receive that the intent and the motives was heard, not the lie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just, y'all get so bent up out of shape about stuff. We've all of us, not just Christians or anything, all of us, we've strayed really far away from our sacred text. But that's what happens. That's what happens, right? That's what happens because we lean more on hearing than understanding. We lean more on hearing and understanding. Just make sure, all of you, Tracy, I'm looking at yours. It's great. The problem is, like, positively needs to be replaced with another word. And then you're explaining yourself with the to live more, both productive and prosperous. They're redundant. It's what you call redundancy. It's the same word twice. So you can remove one of them. I'd probably keep, well, it depends. I can't tell you which one to keep. It depends on your audience. If you want them to be productive, like, you know what, this is all you need to be in the E-Myth class. Because if you're talking to technicians, see, I can use this now. I can use this. If you're talking to technicians, you want to use the word productive. If you're talking to entrepreneurs, you want to switch it to prosperous. And that was a great way. that was a great way. That came up by accident. This is, you know what, Phil, tell them about the book, Phil. They need to be there. Monday nights at 5:30, we're going to the E-Biz, and Phil and Susan are doing an incredible job. And up until yesterday, I would not have been able to say what I just said. I wouldn't have. And it's right. When you're going to say prosperous, that's an entrepreneur mindset thing there.
Yeah.
When you're talking to Grace, productive. Grace just wants to be productive. Grace ain't got time to think about prosperous. What's prosperous? Does that mean I can do something well? That's all she gonna break it back down and produce it again. What I do. So that's great. Then let me wrap this up. The can expect the declaration right after this call, sometime 30 minutes after the call. I'll probably take less than that, but I'll rather tell you 30 minutes. And then I'm going to finish that long agenda that we got. Just do it. That's your next billions of classes. What I want you to do. Yes, you know what, Tracy? Can you unmute your mic, Tracy? Because Grace says she loves your headphones.
That's it, as she moved to the side.
Yes. Tell us about your headphones, Tracy. Go ahead and tell us about your headphones. Wrench around, wrench it out.
I could. Oh, I got feedback.
And we can.
Simply stunning.
No, it wouldn't feedback on our end.
Yeah.
It wouldn't feedback on our end. Come on, Tracy, we heard you well.
Okay. Yes, I have my lovely headphones on, Bluetooth, no wires. I can hear you all greatly.
Aha! I wonder where you got those from.
They bend. They fold.
They sure do. Long
Get your headphones, y'all. eBay.
eBay, and they got bass in them too. And shout out to Ken. That's a partnership with Ken.
I shower in mine.
See, yeah, if you show Ken, because they made for athletics. Yeah, they made for athletics. So you can get them all like that. That is it. So if y'all want to support the group economics, we getting it done.
Can we put that in the chat one more again, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure can. Yeah, put that in there. We appreciate you. Yes, you got her headphones. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear the way it sounded too? Yeah. Bluetooth.
Very crisp.
Bluetooth, long battery life. Headphones almost look as good as Queen Chi. Getting there. Trying to for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and steal that link from you, Grace. I like that, the little post you got going on there. I'm gonna go and wrench it off right there. All right, let's wrap this up for real. Let's take Sheena, Amanda, not Renee. Let's see, Sheena, Amanda, Dolores. No, not Dolores. Sheena, Amanda, Queen Chi, Deanna, Law, Adonia, Tracy, Arshia, Phil and Susan, that's it. It's difficult for y'all to come up with y'all 10 words. I'm not saying you haven't, because you're attempting to explain the metaphysics of things. You can't even see metaphysics, right? You can't, like, it is physics you can't see. So how do you describe, like, when every time Phil says, Tony, what happened to this car? Shit. I don't know how to describe the healing that just happened. I have no idea. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, ours is 12 words.
12 words.
Since 1981, we have helped small businesses increase profitability by making work fun.
That's perfect. That is perfect. I said something to somebody yesterday. I think it was Sheena this morning, or somebody, I can't remember. I said, no, it was yesterday, because you was right here. You was like, come on now. And I was saying something like, no, You need to focus on total life enjoyment, to borrow from Phil and Susan. I forgot who I was talking to. I forgot who I was talking to, but that's what I said. And Grace was like, come on, quote the humor consultants. For sure. I forgot who I was talking to though. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Antonio.
it fit. Yes, sir.
So, and for the manager, it's planning and predictability.
So that may be the producer right there. The productivity may be for the manager and not the technician.
Yeah.
I think that's you're right. Well, see, I was wrong, but right. Because I was right, at least understanding it's to different people, but wrong. I need to attend class more so I don't make mistakes.
And technician would be performance.
So we need a different word in there. Yeah, we need a different word in there. Good, for sure. No, I'm glad that the book I've read it a long time ago, but reading it this time is, you read with a new mind. It's much better, much better, much better. And then, I think I listened more in a group anyway. It was fun, it's again, by having whatever he just said is 12 words. Fun makes you retain more. It does. If you're gonna have fun, you're gonna retain it. Sheena, everybody I named, you're having a difficult time because you're explaining something that you do. I didn't pick anybody else because Renee's is technical. You can touch her writings. How do you touch healing? How do you touch new moon magic? If we were just talking about podcasts, then Deanna wouldn't fit. But when we're talking about the herbal healing, it absolutely fits now. How do you touch that? You get it. It's difficult, and this class has been very beneficial for you because now you know how to get that intangible and make it tangible. Go ahead, Phil.
Not only how do you touch, how do you measure?
Yes, absolutely. Because here's a good example for measuring. I was talking to a church one time, and they were asking me to grow their church. And I was like, okay, well, it's no problem. Pastor Dolores, congratulations, Dolores. You're not going to have gray hair in 6 months, because that's what pastor is going to do to you. You're going to age like the president of the United States, that's for sure. You are for sure. Pastor is a very difficult job. It's the same people you got to discipline, the same people that pay your salary. That's tough. That's a unique animal. And I was saying, Pastor Dolores, what kind of church do you have? It was we're missionary. Right? I ignored the petty comment. Y'all ain't been on mission since you've been pastor. I ignored that comment. I ignored that comment that I had in my head. And then I said, so you're even, y'all know all these missionary churches, missionary Baptists, they did a single mission.
Missionary to McDonald's.
Yeah. They did a single mission. You know what I'm talking about. So I ignored that petty comment that I had in my head. And then I said to myself, and then I said out loud, okay, so you're evangelical church. And he was like, yes, we're evangelical church. Got it. So you go out and get people. And then I said, just because I do mission. Fair enough. Spoken like a true veteran. Spoken like a true veteran. Spoken like a true veteran. I said, Reverend, now you're an evangelical church. So you go out and get people. He was like, yes. And I was like, great. So you want to measure then your audience attendance if all you do is go out and get people. He was like, yes. Well, I said, wait a minute. There's a couple of problems there if you just measure your audience participants. Before I tell you the problem, Reverend, let me ask you a question. How do you want to grow? What's important to you? Do you want a crowd in the audience? Or do you want lives to be changed? And he said, obviously, lives to be changed. In this case, I believed him because he was full of light. I said, well, you can't grow. I said, you can't measure This is backing up Phil's measure statement. You can't measure your church growth through your church growth. That's not measurement for you. Measurement for you is through baptisms. Because if you go grow and nobody needs to be baptized, you just steal it from other people's ponds.
Yeah.
But that ain't what you, and ain't nothing wrong with that, but that ain't what I asked you a question. I asked you, do you want to change lives or do you want to grow? You said change lives. Well, to change lives is to look at your ratio of new people in and new baptisms every month. That's your measurement. Because if you bring in 100 people and baptize 0, you didn't grow according to your heart. Congratulations, you grew. But that ain't what you said you wanted. So when Phil said measure, don't say touch, say measure. This is what Phil is talking about. Like, what is our measurable idea here, right? Or our performance key performance indicators, but I won't confuse y'all with that. What are these things? In this case, if we're trying to change lives, get new Christians, then baptism has everything to do with that measurement. Because getting 1,000 people who don't need to be baptized means you didn't go get 1,000 people. You got 0 people. You just got 1,000 people to help you make it at least 1 next month. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you got some churches who are disciples. In my case, I'm neither. I'm not an evangelical. I'm not a disciple. I'm boot camp. And I had to accept my role. I'm boot camp. What I am, Dolores, is you come here, I get all the people that got big callers on their lives. They'll be here 2 years, then they'll leave. Some of them come back, most of them don't. And when you recognize this, I'm ending. When you recognize this is who you are, your role, I don't have a problem with people leaving. I don't take it personal. I don't look at numbers. It should be 99 people on this call. Well, that ain't the way it works because I'm a boot camp. And boot camp has seasons, don't it? Right. You understand what I'm saying? Boot camp has seasons. Boot camp has seasons. I know people come here to get back. Everybody's not feeling Susan, the one leopard that said thank you. And them 9 got to go. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way. Just the 9 had business to do. That parable don't say the 9 was guilty or selfish. The parable just said the 9 got healed and went on their healed journey. When you know this,
but were there not 9 others?
That's what he said. When you know this about yourself, Adele, you just give value to the 1. Now that don't mean I want to disciple you 1 folk that came back. Yeah. That's Phil's job. Tracy, you need one-on-one with Phil. Like, I don't want to disciple you. No, I know my role. I'm too distracted. I'm too trying to get more 9 people to say I'm gone to disciple. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, if we're the boot camp, you're the drill sergeant.
Yes. Absolutely. Yep. And I act like one. Absolutely, right? So
yeah, because all Antonio soldiers gonna have knives, and Jesus gonna have to tell them, man, put your knife up.
That's it. Put your knife.
Put the man ear back on. Well, we shoot nowadays, so he gonna be like, put your gun up. Put your gun up.
Put your gun down. That's not how we create heaven on earth. Don't worry about it. And then look, then I go to Ken. Ken, that's what I told them, man. Make sure we got security on the outside. Make sure we got security on the outside.
Hey, feel sorry for the bishop who got robbed. But one of those comments was so funny. One old boy said, hey, Bishop, man, what you doing? What you and your gal doing weighing $400,000 with the jury anyway?
That is about right, though. That is about right. Thank you, Frida, for buying a pair of headphones. We do appreciate you. We do appreciate you for sure. Make sure y'all, your stuff will go out today. We ship pretty quickly. Make sure you all who have purchased do the 5-star rating for us, because we're just trying to manipulate the algorithm to go ahead. Queen Cheese.
My pleasure. Thanks, Tracy, for that advertisement. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Queen Chi, you are You got everything you need. All of you do. Adonia is now what 6 months ahead of what she would have been with the one conversation when she on her own. Like we've been repeating her power phrase, but that was her power phrase. And you know it was her.
And a book to go with it.
A whole book, power phrase, you know, that was powerful. She got a program, another program, because I know she already worked with Fit and Susan, got a flagship program. Now she may have 2. Who knows? She even got a slogan. Should you want to use it? You know, I didn't know I was broken until I broke. Hey, everybody, my name is Adonia Dixon. You know, that's what Les Brown does. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hey, everybody, I'm Les Brown. And he ends that way. And that's how you know him, right? That's how you know him. She got plenty now, 6 months ahead, just from expressing herself through the little boot camp framing of the mind that I did. Okay, thank you so much, Trace. She did the 5-star feedback. In conclusion, you're not going to make any money if you can't pull off the humble brag. And this isn't the thing of manipulation. This isn't 48 laws of power. This is programming. I'm trying to teach you about programming. That when I look at Dolores, I'm looking for a reason not to spend my money with her. And when people come to y'all, they are looking for a reason not to spend their money. That's why I tell you, put out a lot of content, because they're going to watch all your videos for a reason not to spend money. And then each video, you won't chip away at that. So by the time they finally come to you, they ready to spend money. They just trying to make sure you act the same way in your videos. Was she reading notes? Because I need to see what's going on, right? You know, stuff like that. Because people are looking for a reason not to spend, and you are the reason they're glad they wrong. I think those are my final words. Go ahead, Phil.
When I was selling bank stock, I would start off by telling them all the reasons why they shouldn't buy bank stock.
That's right.
I started off my interview with that.
That's right. I forgot all about that. I sure did. I forgot all about that. I'm gonna just share my email again. Right here. I did my last words. This is, we are about to get $400 worth of free products from, I have no idea who. It's from whoever my next advertiser is. I have no idea who. Trend Him. I have no idea what this is. Let's find out what Trend Him is. Oh, gee, hold on now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I do not want to accept your cookies. No. Take that off. Just essential. Only essential. Thank you so much. So we finna get $400 worth of here. Just to advertise. This, I wish, Willie, if you're watching this, this is what I was trying to explain yesterday about being an influencer. And you can influence whatever. And I like these watches. There you go. You can go ahead and fill this out today. I'm gonna need these watches. So not only do I keep showing you money, I'm showing you other money. What's the purpose of it? Am I telling you that? No. I'm telling you that, Queen Chi, because if I tell you one more time to start your motor scooting podcast and you don't, you're never going. Yeah, that's right. Look away, Adonia and Queen Chi. Look away. Look away. And let me just say this one more thing. Now, I believe this is relevant because somebody's going to say, but Antonio, you don't understand, which is typically the way sentences that come off. Like, I know there's a correction coming right after that. You know what I'm saying? Once I hear that, I know there's a correction. Secret to success. And then I won't go to my guy and go to me. Right here, I'm gonna get this out the way. Secret to success. Stupid thingy. Secret to success. I don't know how to get rid of this box. Sorry. Not sure what I'm not getting rid of. Secret to success. And then here's me. And then if you look, right there, right here, I got 898 episodes. I need to change this rating from clean because it ain't clean. Not all the time. 898 episodes. Now you're missing it. 898 episodes.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm 2 away from my 900 episode. I'm gonna make a big deal out of it. Why am I stressing that to you? Because you're gonna go, this ain't working. Yeah, it didn't work for me for the first 100.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, yes. Stop trying to ball out of control when you first start. And don't look at my success and go, you looking at my highlights. I keep showing you my email with highlights. I didn't show you the canceled interviews. I didn't show you the frustration. I only showed you the highlights because I just thought about it when the highlight happened. You got to go through the process. But does it matter if you lose when you know 898 episodes later, you can have your whole life be from just your podcast? Because I can genuinely live a modest life with my podcast alone. That's kind of the goal, especially when I don't record an actual podcast. All right, no leadership class today. We got tonight. No, we don't have tonight, Phyllis. We got tonight the Bureau keynotes. I mean, we don't have tonight Phyllis, Susan, the study a book. Tonight, Bureau keynotes. Who's our speaker tonight? That's right, Jamal from the H told Tracy, you do it in the hospital. I ain't doing nothing. No, that's not what happened. That's not how that story happened at all. It was actually a very good triumphant story. But Antonio, we got the lie. I'm a heathen, Jerome. I can't end the call without being a heathen. I had to put something on it. You understand? So, we had Jamal tonight, and I'm going to enjoy him. I enjoyed him last. I forgot he was using all sorts of Army terminology. I forgot all about. And I'm going to enjoy him for sure. And then tomorrow we got Vastine. Yes. We are all ready. Some of you, I'll just show you one more thing. And I showed it to Queen Chi. I don't know how I should show it. Should I show it? Queen Chi, should I show it as the picture, or should I show it what it's going to look like on September 9th? Which one you want to see?
Both and.
I love it.
I mean, she makes me roll the eyes all the time, Grace. All the doggone time.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I get lots of exercise. It
Plug
helps with that.
Plugging my hard drive down, and it's not plugged in. I'm plugging it back in. I mean, God, she just, she's just so irritating. You understand? When she calls me, I know she about to. What I said that day, you about to take up all my time just when I'm calling. Yes, that's kind of the point. That is kind of the point.
That's not what I said. That's not what happened.
You said something like it. What you said?
You said I'd be wanting to consume your attention. And I said, no, I don't want to consume your attention just when it's my turn. So when I call, it's my turn. I'm the most important thing. You did all that. You welcome.
You sound like you sound like law. You sound like law. Law slick with it too. He'll call right after a meeting. I just need to squeeze myself in there. He did that, and I just need to squeeze myself in there. Couple of questions, Goose. That's what he calls me. He calls me Goose. Couple of questions, Goose. He's slick, y'all. Law is not playing with nobody. He is slick. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. If you give me. That's how don't you feel about this? How you be Adelia is funny. Look, I text her and said, "Don't run from this." And she was like, "Yeah, I would have ran from this message. You were right. I would have absolutely ran from this message. I sure would have. She is just too funny. I swear, her and Serena are the same woman, and I mean that in great clack, because I mean Serena is probably. I can call her a best friend. She is a friend. We're very close. She's a good friend, and we look out for each other. We look out for each other because I don't know what to tell you. I want to say because MFs ain't gonna look out for you, but that seems a little harsh. It seems a little harsh. I won't say that. You know what I'm saying? It does. It seems a little harsh. I won't say that. I won't say that. But the point still stands. The name stays home. The name stays home. The name stays home. So I'm not going to show y'all everything, but I can tell you that there are great things happening for whatever you call it, the Ascension Conference. My goal for you all is to learn how to do great things early. Okay? Early. Don't attempt to. Anyway, just don't attempt to.
So I'm looking forward to seeing.
Here is part of the Ascension Conference. Part of it. How do I get out of this? There we go. Don't tell nobody I told y'all, okay? Did she say Levitt Law to him going? I just need to get on that. She did. Of course she did. They act this some doggone line. Y'all can see this right in here.
This is for you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in Framework.
Watch it. Come on.
Oh, I can't see nothing else. Yes, y'all go ahead and clap for Queen P.
Uh-oh.
Fire!
I love it.
Yeah. Yes.
Just know that the ATS original and Mind Valley original is coming. Yes. What's the name of it, Queen T? You can go ahead and tell them the name of it.
You didn't tell me the name. ATS Original Mind Valley.
No. The Queen in Europe. No, the Queen of Estonia.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot
That's
that part.
right. The Queen of Estonia. There you go. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. Anyways, we're done. That's there. If you took any lessons, Dolores, you should take that. The conference starts in September 9th, but we've been shooting it since June. All right, maybe we're.
Yes.
Phil, I don't know what else to tell them. I try to give them the game, and maybe hopefully they took it. Don't wait to the last minute to do things. I can assure you, things are much better. God is much better when you're excellent the whole way through. We'll see you all tonight at 7 p.m. for Jamal speaking. You can plan better. You can dominate. Congratulations, Queen Chi, the Queen of Estonia. Love you, everybody.
Love you more.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Movie about Adonia coming soon. I'm flying.